Okay, so get this. A major UK defense tech company just brought in a new CEO. That's a big deal, right? But here's the twist. They're not telling anyone who it is. So let's dive into this little corporate mystery and see what we can piece together about this secret leader at Defence Holdings.
But, this isn't really about a name. The company's press release is basically a set of clues. It's a puzzle. It paints a picture of the exact person they think can lead them into the future. So the real question is, what does this secret hire tell us about where national security tech is headed? All right, let's start our investigation with the announcement itself. Because the timing and, well, all the secrecy, those are our first big clues. So clue number one is the timing. The search was supposed to wrap up in January, but they announced they found their person weeks ahead of schedule. They were clearly so confident, so eager to get the news out, even without a name. That tells you right there just how important this hire must be to them. So why keep it all under wraps? Well, some of the official reasons are pretty standard stuff for this level of executive. They're finalizing the contract, and this person is obviously in a huge role somewhere else, so they have to serve out a notice period. But then you have the other layers, regulatory checks and background checks. And in the world of defense, you better believe those are incredibly thorough. This isn't just corporate procedure. It's a matter of national security. Now, this appointment is about way more than just filling a seat in the C-suite. It's a massive flashing sign that the entire company is about to make a huge strategic shift. The company literally calls this a key milestone. Now, that's corporate jargon for hold on, because everything's about to change. They weren't just looking for a manager. They were hunting for a leader to drive a complete transformation of the business. And here's what that transformation looks like. Defence Holdings is basically pivoting from a company that invents new tech, all R&D and prototypes, to one that's all about sustained delivery and commercial execution. To put it simply, they're going from inventing really cool stuff to actually selling and scaling it up big time. So with a pivot that big, what kind of person do you need to pull it off? Well, the announcement gives us this incredibly detailed blueprint of the mystery CEO. Let's start putting the pieces of the puzzle together. First and foremost, this person is a total insider. They have deep credibility in the defense world. We're talking senior executive experience, a background in national security, and a history of working directly with top government officials. They know the landscape, and they speak the language. But, and this is so important, they're not just a defense expert. They are a serious commercial operator. This is someone who has managed enormous budgets, driven major revenue growth, handled mergers and acquisitions, and has a track record of raising a ton of capital. This isn't a bureaucrat. This is a proven business builder. And the final piece? They actually know how to get things done. This person has a history of leading huge, complicated teams to deliver really difficult tech projects. And they've done it all within the super strict, highly secure environments that define the defense industry. Bottom line, they can deliver on their promises. And hey, you don't have to take my word for it. The company's own chief technology officer, Andy McCartney, summed it up perfectly. He said they found someone with deep experience in doing this exact thing, taking a defense-focused company and scaling it up for delivery. Okay, so we have a really detailed profile of who this leader is. The next logical question is, when do we actually find out their name? And when do they show up for work? So here's the timeline. They're finalizing the contracts as we speak. Then, this person has to serve out their notice period at their current job while all those intense final checks get done. The company says they expect the new CEO to officially start early in the second quarter. And that's when we'll finally get the big reveal. So what's the big takeaway from all of this? This whole secretive process? It's not just for corporate drama. It's a sign of a very intentional, very strategic move. When you boil it all down, this is about one thing: getting cutting-edge technology out of the lab and into the hands of the people who need it. Specifically, we're talking about sovereign AI. That's artificial intelligence that's developed and controlled right here in the UK to support national and allied defense. This new CEO has been handpicked because their resume is tailor-made to make that a reality. So the board has found their perfect candidate on paper, the ideal mix of a defense insider, a commercial powerhouse, and an execution expert. But the challenge ahead is absolutely massive. It leaves us with one final big question. Can this one mystery leader really be the key to turning the company's incredible strategic ambition into a commercial and operational success story? I guess we'll have to wait until Q2 to finally put a name to this profile.